Focus on Romania.
Hi, I'm Ana Maria Popescu, and you are now listening to Music Time with the latest in new music at the English service of Radio Romania International. We start today with an anniversary. On February the 17th, the band Byron celebrated 10 years since the release of their album Perfect, a tribute to Romanian music.
So C actually can stand for a kind of
energy.
It can mean a certain atmosphere, the vibe, you're emerging, you're emitting. Yes. Your aura. So actually, if you are giving a vibe that you're a guest, and that is why you're being too polite, then I'll be offended because I treat you as my friend. You don't have to be feeling like a guest. You don't have to be too polite. That's like the underlying meaning of this word. So you remember, 客 is guest.气 is the aura, the vibe, the atmosphere.
Guest aura.
And if you have a guest aura, you shouldn't be. And that is why I say you're being too polite. You're sending out this guest vibe that I don't think you should have. You don't have to. So I say, 您太客气了. You're very welcome. 我们是互惠互利.
Okay, so woman is we.
The propagation outlook from SWPC Boulder. G1 minor storm conditions likely on March 1st and 18th and 19th, with AM candidacies peaking at 18 and 5, or even 20 and 5 on the 19th and 20th. Lesser but active conditions likely on March 2nd, 6th, 12th, 13th, and 15th. ANKs of 15 and 4. Solar fluctuating between 70 and 76 through March 20th. And that's World of Radio 2075. Thanks for listening. I'm Glen Hauser, inviting you to hear me again next week with a stand.
This is IRRS, the Italian radio relay service operated by Nexus International Broadcasting Association. On the air locally on FM and on Shortwave from Milano, Italy. For further information on how to use our relaying services or on how to become a member of Nexus, please contact us at Nexus IRRS, P.O. Box 10980 in 20110 Milano, Italy. That's Nexus IRRS, P.O. Box 10980 in 20110 Milano, Italy. Or call us here in Milano on country code 39, area code 2-266-6971. That's country code 39, area code 2-266-6971.
From Feature Story News in Washington, I'm Simon Marks. Former French President Nicolas Sarkozy has been convicted of corruption and sentenced to 3 years in prison.
The African beat on VOA has it all. And it's happening right here, Mondays through Fridays at 09:05 and 20:05 UTC right after...
Welcome to our chat. On the program today, we will look at vaccine deployment in Africa. Countries on the African continent have joined others in rolling out COVID-19 vaccines.
Glasgow forecast. Glasgow valid from the 2nd at 12:00 until the 3rd at 12:00. Wind 070 degrees, 6 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Cloud scattered at 1,500 feet. Tempo from 12:00 until 18:00. Visibility 7 kilometers. Cloud ceiling broken at 1,400 feet. Tempo from 18:00 until 12:00. Visibility 3,000 meters. Mist. Cloud ceiling broken at 600 feet. Probability 30%. Tempo from 20:00 until 09:00. Visibility 300 meters. Fog. Cloud ceiling overcast at 100 feet. Met report. London Heathrow Met report. London Heathrow at 1720 Zulu. Automated observation. Wind 050 degrees, 4 knots.
Next week. Back to you, Jeff.
Thank you very much, Ray Robinson at KVOH in Los Angeles. And as an update to our short series of topics on the radio scene in the Chatham Islands, Ray Robinson alerted us to some interesting information. He states that Glen Hauser posted one of our Chatham Islands topics in his informative DX publication, World of Radio. We're grateful. This is Wavescan from Adventist World Radio.
Well, back when I received this diagnosis, and I was shocked, I was stunned, and I was in denial for about a week. I mean, I'm Rush Limbaugh. I'm Mr. Big, the vast right-wing conspiracy. I mean, I'm indestructible. It can't be right. But it was.
The voice of Rush Limbaugh, host of a very popular but controversial conservative political talk show that was syndicated on radio stations throughout the United States from 1988 until his death on February 17th after a battle with lung cancer. Longtime shortwave listeners may remember that his daily program was broadcast on shortwave from WRNO in New Orleans under its past ownership by Joe Costello. Limbaugh was awarded the Medal of Freedom by President Donald Trump during his State of the Union address last year. Now over to Bob Padula in Melbourne with his Australian DX report.
Information received from the ionosphere prediction service in Sydney, New South Wales, here in Australia, advises that solar activity continues to be at a very low level. The URL is simply adxr.org. And just once again, adxr.org. At that address you'll find all the details about how you may send in a reception report, and you can receive a QSL card via postal mail, that's physical postal mail, or via the internet. So until our next program, this is Bob in Melbourne, Victoria, Australia. Wishing you all good listening, and thanks for being with us. Goodbye for now.
Music by Spanish composer Enrique Granados and his opera Goyesca ends Wavescan today. Thanks for listening to Wavescan, the international DX program from Adventist World Radio. Researched and written in Indianapolis by Adrian Peterson. Next week, 500 refugees on a cannibal island. We'll have more from HFCC A21 and our Japan DX report. Several QSL cards are available for Wavescan. Send your AWR and KSDA reception reports for the program to the AWR address in Bangkok, Thailand, and also to the station your radio is tuned to, WRMI or WWCR or KVOH or Voice of Hope Africa, or to IRRS Italy, or to the AWR relay stations that carry Wavescan. Remember, too, you can send a reception report to the DX reporters when their segment is on the air. Here in the program, they will also verify with their own colorful QSL card. Return postage and an address label are always appreciated. The email address for AWR QSLs is qsl@awr.org. The postal address for AWR QSL cards is Adventist World Radio, P.O. Box.
This is IRRS Shortwave, the Italian radio relay service in Milan, Italy, signing off. IRRS and Nexus are pleased to receive reception reports, and we encourage your comments on our programs. To receive a special numbered QSL card, please address your correspondence to Nexus, IRRS, P.O. Box 10980 in 20110, Milano, Italy. That's Nexus, IRRS, P.O. Box 10980 in 20110, Milano, Italy. This is IRRS Shortwave in Milano, signing off.
Today for more in-depth and breaking news 24 hours a day, visit ORNews.com. On behalf of our producer, Nadia Taha, and our managing editor, Kate Poundolson, I am Timmy Wolf in Washington. Thank you so much for listening, and have a great day. welcome to Up Front on the Voice of America. I'm Jackson Vunganya in Washington. I want to thank you for joining us today on the show. And for those of you who want to check out our previous podcasts online, check us out at voanews.com/front. That's voanews.com for our previous episodes. Now, as we come to the second month anniversary of the attack on the U.S. Capitol,
this is BBC World News.
Welcome back. This is Folks in Africa, and we've got until the end of the hour to hear about missing people in Uganda, South Sudan's 10th anniversary as an independent country, and art in the time of Black Girl Magic. But first, the story of survival and perhaps vindication.
That was the news brought to you by the Voice of Turkey. Voice of Turkey presents the review of the Turkish press. Star reports that Azerbaijan Minister of Culture, Anar Kamirov, said that we felt brothers Turkey's support for only not the whole history of the Karabakh War.
The headlines this Thursday, March 4th. Pope Francis sends a video message to the people of Iraq on the eve of his apostolic visit to the nation. The bishops of the United States express their solidarity with the people of Myanmar who are protesting for a return to democracy, and we look ahead to International Women's Day. In the Vatican, I am Francesca Merlo. Pope Francis has sent a video message to the people of Iraq to spread a message of peace, fraternity and comfort.
This is Radio Romania International. You are listening to our one-hour broadcast in English for listeners in Western Europe. We can also be heard on the internet at www.rri.ro, Channel 1. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter and other social media platforms. Our programs are also available on TuneIn and via satellite Eutelsat 16A on 11,512 megahertz vertical polarization, azimuth 16 degrees east. Symbol rate 29,950 mega symbols per second. Standard DVB-S2. Modulation 8 PSK. Audio PID 510. We wish you good reception conditions.
I'm your host, Elena Yanaki, bringing you the news. First, the headlines.
Citing low case counts and the surge of vaccine accessibility. And that's the news. I'm Shannon.
Capturing images of people across China, exploring its ever-changing lifestyles, and feeling the heartbeat of its villages, towns, and cities. This is Selfie. Giving you real-life stories in China.
By Richard Fenton Smith.
This is the BBC World Service with one man's search for his identity.
Tony May was only a few days old when he was abandoned by the River Thames in 1942.
Right here on the Voice of America.
Voice of America! Sporty greetings to all our Voice of America listeners. This is VOA Sonny Young in Washington. Welcome to the March 4th edition of the sunny side of sports. Let's tip off with Cameroonian basketball star Joel Embiid of the Philadelphia 76ers.
You're listening to Radio Belarus. Every day we tell the world about the life in other countries. Listen to us in Belarusian, Russian, Polish, German, English, Spanish, French, Chinese, and Arabic. Radio Belarus brings you news as well as analytic, educational, and entertainment programs at www.radiobelarus.tv.
Belarus economic opportunities.
Dardashatavan Minkum Wanakum.
الحكمة français. الحكمة صاغت S-A-G-E-S-S-O. تعريف الحكمة في معجم المعاني الجامع هي معرفة أفضل الأشياء. Qualité de quelqu'un qui agit avec prudence. حكمة sagesse. S-A-G-E-S-S-E. يقول النبي داود: رأس الحكمة مخافة الرب. La crainte de l'Éternel est le commencement de la sagesse, dit roi David. حكمة sagesse.
تويتر @راديو دردشة فهم وغرب العالم.
قضايا كتير بتمر كل يوم علينا، يا ترى بنفكر ايه السبب فيها او نتأثر؟
تعالوا مع بعض نفكر بشكل مختلف وطريقة غير تقليدية.
Was the news brought to you by the Voice of Turkey. Voice of Turkey presents the review of Turkish press. Habertürk reports that Foreign Minister Mevlüt Çavuşoğlu said that according to course of relations regarding maritime jurisdictions in the Eastern Mediterranean, negotiations can be made with Egypt.
More music, all back-to-back leaders.
Das war Hey Jude. Das bekannte Lied der Beatles wurde von der sängerischen Definition neu interpretiert. Sie hören gerade das CRI-Panorama.
That's the email address, brotherstare@overcomerministry.org. And then how blessed it would be if you would write me a letter and enclose an offering unto the Lord to help sustain this worldwide end time, last time prophet messenger to the whole world. The mailing address, The Overcomer, Post Office Box 691. That's The Overcomer, Post Office Box 691. Walter Burrow.
Our email address is Belarus@cri.by.
You're listening to Radio Belarus. Every day we tell the world about the miracle of a country. Listen to us in Belarusian, Russian, Polish, German, English, Spanish, French, Chinese, and Arabic. Radio Belarus brings you news as well as analytic, educational, and entertainment programs with international audiences. In them, you'll find everything you'd like to know about the country and even more. We provide our listeners with the most topical and comprehensive information. Discover Belarus together with us. You will find detailed information about us on the website www.radiobelarus.by.
You're listening to
VOT Radio 21.
La voz de Turquía. Govori Radio Gustoslu Turkije. UK Story Turkey. Kendisi Pakistan'dan geliyor.
رادیو سوای ترکیه.
Da
در ترکیه رادیودا خصوصیت ترکیه زاینا رادیو قیانا
ترکیه رادیو سادبوری ترکیه کمان
Türkiye Radyosu.
Aici Radio Vocea Turciei. В эфире Голос Турции.
Игор'nin Türkiye Ovası. Yetliler Türkiye'nin Sesi Radyosu.
ये सदाए तुर्की है
Anlavatanımız Türkiye Avaz Radyosu. Intro Iponikus Türkiye.
Ope Radio'da.
هذه إذاعة صوتي أو تروكي.
Suara Radio Turquía.
こちらはトルコの声ラジオ日本語です。
Esta é a Rádio Voz da Turquia.
Burada Radio Voz da Turquia.
İkilba Türkçe Sadası.
Türkiye'nin radyosu. Burası Türkiye'nin sesi radyosu.
Somit geht die zweite deutschsprachige Sendung der Stimme der Türkei zu Ende.
This is the Voice of Turkey.
This is the Voice of Turkey's English language transmission, broadcasting from Ankara in the 49-meter band between 1930 and 2030 UTC on 6050 kHz to Europe, between 2130 and 2230 UTC in the 31-meter band on 9610 kHz to South Asia and Australia, between 2300 and 0000 UTC in the 49-meter band and on 5960 kHz to Europe, Eastern USA and Canada, and in the 31-meter band on 9660 kHz between 1730 and 1830 UTC to Afghanistan, Pakistan, India, Uzbekistan and Turkmenistan. The Voice of Turkey is also beamed between 0400 and 0500 UTC in the 49-meter band and on 6125 kHz to Europe, the USA, Eastern Canada and Cuba, between 0400 and 0500 UTC in the 41-meter band on 7240 kHz to Iraq, Syria, Iran and the Arabian Peninsula. You can listen to us over the Turksat 3A and 4A satellites and on the internet at www.trt.net.tr through the Voice of Turkey link. Please note that transmissions broadcast between 2300 and 0000 UTC and between 0400 and 0500 UTC have been pre-recorded. Our email address is englishdesk@trt.net.tr.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello. Today is Friday, the 1st day of March 2021. This is the Voice of Turkey and you're listening to the news. The 11 Turkish soldiers martyred by a helicopter crash were honored by a military funeral service on
Mostly reception is Europe's strong. Tonight we did also a broadcast on 6005 from 9 UTC. In the late night, that was on 6005 with an other aerial, and the reception was in the United States very good. They heard us in New York, in Washington, and Massachusetts. I think today somewhere to make the administration from Radio Delta complete. Our team is working hard on the website and to answer all the reception reports. Would be nice if you make a short recording with greetings to the listeners from your country in your language. To make our own community here on Shortwave, that would be great. The Radio Delta community or the shortwave community. There are a lot of new stations also on shortwave to start with transmitting here on the 49 meters.
Radio Delta.
Per Webstream und als Podcast weiterverbreitet. Nähere Infos hierzu auf der Radio DIRC Webseite. Für Empfangsberichte erhalten Sie auf Wunsch gerne eine QSL-Karte. Schreiben Sie uns einfach eine E-Mail an radio@dirc.de. Nochmal, radio@dirc.de. Das Team freut sich auf Rückmeldungen unter radio@dirc.de oder auf Facebook unter DARC TV. Auf Wiederhören. Nein, tschüss, Servus und 73 Gut DX. Bis zum nächsten Mal.
Everyone knows that statistical data is important and beneficial to all people, in all professions, across all dimensions. But have you ever wondered how statistical data is used in the realm of education? Statistical data gives a clear overall picture of the nation regarding its education, from enrollment rates and the test scores of children nationwide to graduation rates. The data even reveals population numbers in communities, birth rates, budget spending, and much more. These statistics show just how well the government and educational institutions work to develop people, remedy inequality in education, plan the future for the workforce, and set long-term policies for learning. Students and researchers at the same time can harness properly collected and trustworthy statistical data for analysis, verification, and solution finding, empowering studies and further research. Statistical data is certainly a vital tool, and when applied to decision-making, brings accuracy and benefit to all. Together with the Thai NSO, we can build the future.
Thailand Travel Selection with the Ministry of Tourism and Sport and the Tourism Authority of Thailand.
Thailand Travel Selection rests in lush luxury at Vanabel, a luxury collection resort, Koh Samui. Only 15 minutes away from Samui International Airport, Vanabel stands on an exclusive stretch of Chaweng Noi Beach, one of the most beautiful beaches in Asia, facing the enchanting blue waters of the Gulf of Thailand and backed by a verdant rainforest. Inspired by the Himavanta Forest of Thai myths, TripAdvisor's 2020 Traveler's Choice Best of the Best, Best Luxury, Best Service, and Best Romance Awards winner achieves a seamless balance of Thai charm, natural splendor, and modernity across 72 suites and 7 villas, with private pools offered in all room categories. The picturesque environs are also ideal for functions and meetings, which is why the resort offers meeting spaces equipped with comprehensive technology and features, along with Koh Samui's largest outdoor meeting space, called the Marquee, a breathtaking 400 square meter tent perfect for beachside weddings or any outdoor gathering intended to impress. The quality of food at the resort is also unrivaled, with Kiri the Bistro, serving premier gastronomic compositions from around the world, and Panali, presenting authentic Southern Thai cuisine. Relax, retreat, recharge, rejuvenate, and even feel romance at Vanabel, a luxury collection resort, Koh Samui. Call 077-915-555 or visit worldwideweb.vanabelkohsamui.com.
Radio Thailand News, broadcast from the Public Relations Department of the Royal Thai Government on AM 918, FM 88, FM 95.5 and FM 107. For advertising inquiries, please email us at radiothailand@outlook.com. Global News.
You're listening to the Radio Thailand News Hour. To broadcast live on FM 88, FM 95.5, FM 107, and online at nbt.prd.go.th. Turning to our global headlines. According to one of the authors of an open letter calling for a new investigation into the pandemic,
radio audience, we're delighted to be with you again today and share the Lord, the greatest personage in all the world, and the one on whom the Lord has given a name which is above every name. Let us go to Proverbs, the 4th chapter, and verse 18 for our thoughts for the day.
没有 ano avia
没有
零钱 bani mărunți
零钱
我没有零钱
我没有零钱
AWR Sashin Hausa AWR Sashin Hausa mai sauraro muna sa ido samun sakonka a email ko sako a waya ko kuwa a Facebook. Ina nuna godiya na da farin ciki kuma zuwa da
But well, we make the best of what we can do here in the country, January. A show that loves the music enough that even with the mistakes, we love the music. How's that sound? Yeah, okay. Here's Circumstance at Billy Walker's in 1964. Next week, 1965. Enjoy.
This is FSN. Those stories here and on Twitter at Feature Story, and that is the Week in Review from Feature Story News. Simon Marks reporting.
RRI, tout sur la Roumanie. Pro Memoria.
Dans la rubrique d'aujourd'hui, c'est de l'amour.
And that is the latest Feature Story News. Simon Marks reporting.
Welcome to the Shortwave Report. I'm your host and producer, Dan Roberts. This Shortwave Report is a 30-minute review of news and opinion heard on the Shortwave Radio and the Internet in Northern California. Listening to international broadcast at home is quite easy. You just need a Shortwave Radio with a schedule of English language broadcast or a computer or smartphone with an Internet connection. To help you with this, I'll announce times, frequencies, and website addresses at the conclusion of each series of stories. At the website for this show, that's outfarpress.com, you can listen to the past 5 Shortwave reports, find advice for listening to Shortwave at home, and find Internet links for global news sources. Please check it out and tell a friend. In today's edition, you'll hear reports from Sputnik Radio, Spanish National Radio, and Radio Havana, Cuba. We'll begin with Sputnik Radio. On his program called Going Underground, Afshin Ratansi spoke with Dr. Vandana Shiva, the founder and president of the Technology and Natural Resource Policy Foundation, Navdanya. She talks about the recent protest by Indian farmers, the largest protest in history. She describes the history of the World Bank actions in the 1990s that started the Indian farmers' battle with global capitalism and why they have organized to oppose Prime Minister Modi's neoliberal farming laws. Also, the importance of the small farmer versus corporate imperialism and how the political spin makes regulation appear to be a problem rather than deregulation. Sputnik Radio.
Joining me now is one of the world's foremost environmentalists, scholars and activists who founded the Research Foundation for Science, Technology and Natural Resource Policy. Dr. Vandana Shiva joins me now from New Delhi.
Basically, what we are living through is food imperialism. And an aspect of it is food racism. Well, they said the millets are black. Oh, my God, they're black. Everything should be white. White sugar, white flour, white rice, white salt. You know, pepper is what led to the creation of the East India Company. It was the spices of India.
Dr. Vanna Shiva, thank you.
That interview was by Afshin Ratansi from his program called Going Underground on Sputnik Radio, the current name for the Voice of Russia, available online at rt.com. I highly recommend that you listen to the entire 29-minute interview on RT, from which I excerpted this report. Next, Spanish National Radio, or Radio Exterior de España. Alison Hughes begins with regional election results in Catalonia, where separatist parties won a slim majority. A popular Spanish rapper, Pablo Hasél, has been convicted for praising banned groups, terrorism, and insulting the monarchy. His arrest has led to protests for free speech and then riots in Barcelona and Madrid. Meanwhile, last weekend saw about 300 neo-Nazis demonstrate in Madrid, with one speaker claiming that fascism is joy. No one was arrested. Spanish National Radio.
Regional elections in Catalonia on Sunday, February 14th, saw separatist parties winning enough seats in Parliament to secure a slim majority.
Those reports by Alison Hughes were from her program called Panorama on Radio Exterior de España, or Spanish National Radio. Spain may be heard at their website rtve.es and by podcast as REE. If you have questions or comments about the Shortwave Report or could make a donation for production costs of this listener-funded program, I may be reached through the website and PayPal or by writing to Dan Roberts at P.O. Box 1162, Willits, California 95490. Please, if you find this program beneficial, help support my efforts. I'm grateful for a donation from a listener in Upper Lake, California. Many thanks. We will conclude with Radio Havana, Cuba. A United Nations human rights envoy reported on the crises that the U.S. blockade and sanctions are having on Venezuelans.
Receive reception reports, and we encourage your comments on our programs. To receive a special numbered QSL card, please address your correspondence to Nexus IRRS, P.O. Box 10980 in 20110, Milano, Italy. That's Nexus IRRS, P.O. Box 10980 in 20110, Milano, Italy. This is IRRS Shortwave in Milano, signing off.
You're listening to China Plus Radio, connecting you with China and the world.
You are on the waves of Radio Belarus, your most reliable conductor in political, economic, social, and cultural life of Belarus. Our coach here enjoys the crew, offers you the regular daily highlights of the major events.
Thank you, Mike. Keep them coming, sir. Very, very much appreciated. We're right here on Progzilla Radio. I hope you can join us on chat if you're listening on the initial broadcast of Progzilla in the program on Sunday nights between 10 p.m. and midnight UK time. As usual, I'll be on Twitter. You can follow me at Sean on the air, at SHAUN on the air. Although a lot of us now are sitting also in the Progzilla chat room, which, by the way, very soon is going to see a major improvement. It's going to be so much easier and so much bigger and better as well. So come on and say hello in the Progzilla chat room. You can find us at progzilla.com/chat. You just have to sign in once. You can just click on the Facebook or the Twitter link and it'll sign you straight through. No problem there. And then you can follow all the chat very, very easily. So that's on the initial broadcast of the show. Sunday nights, 10 till midnight on Progzilla Radio. If you're listening to any of the other repeats or any of the other outlets of the show, then I probably won't be around there. I'll be somewhere else, probably fast asleep or enjoying a glass of ouzo or something like that. Fancy music giveaway? Oh, that sounds like a good idea to me. We'll do that in, how about 44 seconds?
Professor, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Jason. That was Alamayehu Waldemar. I'm a professor of constitutional law at Mekelle University in Ethiopia's Tigray region, speaking with VOA's Jason Patinkin. Equatorial Guinea has declared 3 days of mourning for 105 people killed by explosions Sunday.
Topical issue.
Home
Health Minister Marek Krajci on Tuesday dismissed the General Director of the National Center for Health Information, Peter Bielik.
The news was compiled from Slovak press agencies and other media. Following the daily news bulletin, welcome to the second part of the Wednesday broadcasting of Radio Slovakia International. Keeping you company for the minutes to come are Zuzana Botikova at the microphone and Mario Hantabal from behind the sound desk. Just a few days ago, we observed International Women's Day, and on the show today we will return to this observance and speak about how the COVID-19 pandemic has affected women in particular. To hear today's offer, stay tuned to us either on 98.9 FM in Bratislava, on your Shortwave radios around the world, on our web player, or through the favorite podcast app.
Radio Slovakia International. Slovakia Today. Making Slovakia heard to the world.
So, my fellow European women, let's have a look at what women have endured in 12 months of pandemic.
Brought to you by the Voice of Turkey. Voice of Turkey presents the review of the Turkish press. Minister of National Defense Hulusi Akar made a statement after his official visit to Romania yesterday.
إذا أردت دراسة الكتاب المقدس يمكنك الكتابة إلينا على عنواننا وستحصل على هدية قيمة بعد انتهائك من الدراسة.
هنا إذاعة صوت الوعد.
استماع وتحميل برامجنا من موقعنا على الإنترنت www.awr.org. عزيزي المستمع، أهلا ومرحبا بك في حلقة جديدة من برنامج.
Coming up in the near future, make sure you join us on Border Crossings on TV, and you can find us in Ethiopia on Hadu TV, and you can find us on the internet by going to voanews.com. Click on menu in the upper corner, then click on TV programs and find Border Crossings. Just scroll down to Border Crossings, you'll find us, and you can watch the TV shows. Thank you so much for listening. Here's a request from Patrick, who's in Zambia, Cindy Lauper, and girls, we know you just want to have fun.
This is the Voice of Turkey's English language transmission, broadcasting from Ankara in 49 meter band between 1930 and 2030.
On 3975, singing till 100 hours so you like to have your music right here from your own studio and shortwaveradio.de, Facebook, Press, Caesar. Oh yeah, oh yeah. That's the fire.
Somit geht die zweite deutschsprachige Sendung der Stimme der Türkei zu Ende. Für Kritiken und Anregungen erreichen Sie uns über die Telefonnummer 0090 312 463 3332 und Faxnummer 0090 312 463 3454.
This is the Voice of Turkey.
Big Glen. Наслаждайтесь моментом.
Дорогие друзья, с вами музыка Big Bang, мир китайской музыки. Меня зовут Андрей Скворцов. Здравствуйте.
中国国际广播电台。
Chiński rozhlas pro zahraničí. Tady je Peking.
Vážení posluchači.
And those were our business news. Up next, we have more headlines from Radio Thailand News.
This is Radio Thailand News. Special report.
Denmark and Thailand have a long-lasting relationship.
On Shortwave 6285, you're listening to
That was a Rolling Stone. So far. Mais il n'y a pas que des questions sauvages. Voici Glorious Cut, produite par Very White, a case of too much love making, back in 1974.
So far, all your favorites, all the time.
Oh yeah, attention les vibrations, voici les très bons singles.
Radio Mi Amigo, bringing back the golden era.
On the air, please send an email to pcusa@voanews.com or like us and leave a comment on our Facebook page. Also, tune in to this weekend's Encounter, an update on the COVID-19 crisis and its political and economic implications in Latin America, with a special focus on Venezuela and Brazil. That's Encounter this Saturday and Sunday on the Voice of America. And now back to our special guest, Congresswoman Karen Bass, Democrat from the state of California. Congresswoman Bass, before we get into your work, particularly with respect to Africa,
Il sera 18h GMT dans 30 secondes.
Branchez-vous sur BBC Afrique, la référence de l'info. BBC Afrique est avec vous partout sur le continent.
Niamey, 100.4 FM.
Bamako, 88.9 FM.
Cotonou, 101.7 FM.
Dakar, 105.6 FM.
Abidjan, 94.3 FM.
L'actualité sur BBC Afrique. BBC Afrique.
Il est 18h, temps universel. Merci de nous rejoindre à la présentation à Wendiaï, la dépouille.
Nu ne place.